This one question will identify your twin flame. And the question is, who are you? You see, the one thing everybody agrees on when it comes to twin flames is that you are one soul in two bodies. Everybody, right? What's confusing about this is then everybody gives you different advice about what to do about it or how to determine if this is your twin flame. But what's interesting is everybody agrees what a twin flame is. You are the same soul. Side note, don't you think it's kind of weird that we all agree about what a twin flame is, but then there's a bunch of different advice about what to do? How can that be? If we all agree about what it is, what's the problem, right? And I guess that explains how I ended up here as the world's #1 twin flame coach. And again, the question to ask is, who are you? What is the self? Who are you? Because again, your twin flame is your soul. And here's what I'm getting at. If I was to ask you, if I was to walk up to you on the street and say, hi, nice to meet you. Tell me about yourself. Who are you, right? You would give me like a dialogue, a story. You would tell me what you do for a living, or if you have kids, or if you're married, or I don't know, if you traveled, you've been to college, what your hobbies are, political beliefs, whatever, right? But in contrast, if I was to ask you, who are you beyond the body and mind? Who are you even beyond mind? I think most of you watching would say, well, I'm a soul, right? But what is that? Because again, I just contrasted asking you on the street who you are, and I get like a long description, lots of concepts, lots of thoughts, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what that is. But then when I ask you, who are you beyond the mind, which is what all that stuff is, right? That's all mental stuff. Totally fine. That's just what that is. When I ask you who you are beyond the mind, you go, I'm a soul. Right, but what is that? What is the soul? And remember, everybody says twin flames are the same soul. So, who are you really? Well, you're the soul. You think that you are thinking. You think that you are this mind, right? And this is also why, like, a big mistake that everybody makes when they're first learning about twin flames is to treat it like soulmates, right? So in other words, kind of doing the same thing that we've always done, which is to like mentally analyze and compare personality types and stuff like that. And that's fine if what you're dealing with are two souls, soulmates, right? That's what a soulmate is. It's kind of random if you think about it, because 10, 15, 20, whatever, lifetimes ago, you guys met for the first time and you started hanging out and you got along and you've been doing it together so many times, you've reincarnated like 20 times together. That's soulmates, and that's great. But you can have a conversation about it, which is conceptual. It's based on personality traits. But the soul isn't any of that stuff. And the thing is, guys, your twin flame is your soul. So to make this all make sense to you up to this point, and then I'm gonna kind of give you some advice, like how, for example, to align with your soul, how to do that. And when you do that, you should get some kind of a response from your twin flame. Because if you know who you are beyond mind, the soul, if you experience that, like what that really is, you should hear from them right away, right? Your twin flame is your soul. If you have a soul experience, they come right back, right? That's what makes this so different from soulmates. That's what confuses everybody about it. So go check out my free masterclass. There's a free masterclass that I have down below. It's absolutely free. It's about 40 minutes long. It's the #1 mistake everybody makes on the twin flame journey. So go check that out when you're done with this video. You guys, your twin flame is your soul. This is just reincarnation. And technically, what I've figured out is your twin flame is one of your past lives. Serious. Your twin flame is one of your past lives, you guys. Go check out my Twin Flame Science playlist when you're done. The first 2 videos are going to give you a lot of clarity, guys. On my Twin Flame Science playlist, I explain, yeah, this is real. Twin flames, you're not crazy. You might feel a little crazy right now, but this is a real phenomenon. And it doesn't work the same way that soulmates does. So you're not going to be asking a lot of conceptual questions. Like when I walk up to you on the street and ask you to tell me about yourself. You're going to have to do a deeper explanation of the self. And there's only one way to do that, you guys. Basically, remembering who you are beyond the mind. It's been referred to as transcendentalism. It's been referred to as Zen also. So I have all my students, my paying coaching students. I've coached over 7,000 twin flames. I've helped thousands of people to be with their twin flame. The first thing I tell them to do is start by reading this book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The name of the first chapter in this book is called You Are Not Your Mind. You are not your mind. The soul is not mental or emotional. That's the mind. It's not metaphysical. It's not mental or emotional. It's consciousness. That's the soul. That's your twin flame. Again, this isn't soulmates. It doesn't work anything like soulmates. That's why there's 900 different opinions on the internet about what to do. Because everybody's trying to understand, figure out all of these different conceptual things to do. And they don't work. They don't work. You've maybe tried some of that stuff and it's not working. And what I'm about to tell you is beyond concept. So let's try this exercise together. Okay. There's thoughts and emotions going on. Have you ever said to yourself, why am I thinking about this? Why am I feeling this way, right? You ever said that? Everybody said that. Okay. Who's asking? Who's asking? Think about it. How can there be thinking and emotions but awareness of thinking and emotions? How is it that you are aware of thinking and emotion? What is awareness? What is consciousness? Just pause the video and contemplate that for a minute if you need to. What is that? What is consciousness? It's your soul, guys. And for those of you that kind of just had an aha moment, you're already off on the right foot, because consciousness is not something that you can understand with the mind. It's beyond mind. And you don't need to. You experience it. That's why, again, I have people read this book. There's also another video that I would like you to go watch. I just posted it this last Monday. just this last Monday. It's like how to confirm they are your twin flame or something like that, right? And you got to watch it all the way to the end, because I do a lot of setup, and then at the end it's okay, well, here's what you must do to align with your soul. And you can't think your way there, you guys. You don't figure out how to do that. It's not psychological. Psychology is great. You know, healing, clearing your chakras even, metaphysical stuff like that. That's totally great. It just doesn't work here, you guys, okay? You can't think your way into the soul. You just already are that. Consciousness is already there. The mind is just covering it up. You experience yourself as your twin flame. And if you do that, and you have one of these deeper shifts, they come right back. And again, I explain that in great detail in Monday's video. Go check it out. The link is below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.